The Sports Cast, April 6th, 2022. If you haven't yet, please subscribe in all our channels: Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Apple Podcasts. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please leave a rating and a review. It will help us out tremendously. And you could also listen to us in your smart speaker. Play Sportscast. If you are Go to our website, thesportscast.net, or download our app, The Sportscast for iOS. Champions League quarterfinals, leg ones, as was a good first week one. And today, Real Madrid beat Chelsea 3-1. No mercy. Chelsea had a bad weekend this past weekend, losing against Brentford 4-1. But joining us today, a man from Brazil and who's excited about Brazil's placement in the World Cup group, Andre Marquez. Welcome back to the Sportscast.
Sanjay, my pleasure. My pleasure.
So week one came into wraps. Let's talk about Madrid versus Chelsea. Benzema, 3 goals came in the first couple of minutes. The first goal was in the 21st minute, then the 24th minute. Then Havertz scored in the 40th minute, and then Benzema scored again after the half. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts over this matchup?
You know, it's funny because I was never a big fan of Benzema in his beginning, but now he's just such a strong leader for Real Madrid. And see this guy scoring hat tricks and hat trick is just amazing. You know, I was expecting Real Madrid to beat Chelsea, honestly, because Chelsea is just going down, man. It's just such an unfortunate time for Chelsea. And I know you're a Chelsea fan, man. Sorry.
No, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm a Liverpool fan, but I do respect Chelsea. And maybe going through this new, new ownership, it might be affecting them. You think?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's just crazy how the war can be affecting football as well, and not just football, but yeah, yeah. I think Chelsea has to go toward to a new, Chelsea, a new phase, and you know, it just takes time.
Yeah, it for sure takes time. Chelsea, with the ownership, they're going to plan to have new ownership in a few weeks, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, Havertz was the only one that scored from Chelsea. The ball possession, Chelsea had 53% ball possession, 57 ball possession. Sorry, 57%, 20 shots on goal, 8 shots from Real Madrid. Benzema, fantastic carrying Madrid. Do you think he
Killer.
could? Do you think he'll win the Ballon d'Oro?
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Let's see how he does in November, December with the World Cup. Um, he's such a figure in Real Madrid. We can see by these last couple of games, but let's see how he does in for France.
Yeah, exactly. Thiago Silva at 36 years old, no, 37, still
Yeah,
playing
almost
in the
40,
height
my
of his
man.
prime.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, not that, with that good of results, but he's a strong leader as well. I know Chelsea has such a squad, man, and it's just unfortunate to see Chelsea. I'm not a Chelsea fan either, but it's just one of the big over there in England. Is just so bad to see them not doing well.
Yeah, no, it's tough, and they're in the third place in the Premier League. So we'll see what happens the next upcoming weeks. They could hold that third spot. Between them and Liverpool, Man City is a huge a huge space between them. I believe is like 10 points or maybe more than that. So we'll see what happens. And the other match, Villareal from Spain, La Liga beat Bayern Munich 1-0. The only goal came from Arnaut Danjuma from Holland. He scored in the 8th minute. Bayern Munich, one of the favorites to win this, had a bad first day. Should they be worried?
Well, such a typical match for Real in order to win, because in the past I'll be honest, I didn't watch this game, but Villarreal plays such a tough game. They always play for 1-0, 2-0, I feel, and sometimes they get the win, just like this time.
Yeah, and Villarreal, I think they're third or fourth place in the Liga. But yeah, they started out pretty strong. Bayern Munich didn't have much shots. They failed to single no shots on goal by Bayern Munich. Could that be a problem?
Yeah, definitely. When you have Lewandowski, was Lewandowski playing?
Lewandowski was yes, he was playing.
I mean, when you have such a squad like Bayern Munich and you have Lewandowski as your main number nine, you don't you should expecting way more against Villarreal. Was the game in Spain?
In Spain. Pretty hot
Still,
over there, I think. Yeah, still. You gotta show it. There's still one leg. Now I'd rather be down one goal
right,
than like 3 4 goals. Hand it back.
right, yeah, 100%. But we're talking about Villarreal, so I don't know, mate. Some people
They're
are
in 7th place in La Liga. So they're not the best team, but they're not the worst team. They're somewhere in the middle. So, anyways, that next second leg will be next week. So we'll be sure to be talking about that. Yesterday, Liverpool beat Benfica 3-1. I'm a Liverpool fan. Goals by Konate, Mane, and Diaz. Benfica had a one goal at the 49th minute. This Liverpool team is unstoppable, Andre.
Hey, I like Liverpool. I do like club more than I like Liverpool. I like them. I mean, I think for me right now, the bets are on Man City, which it must be Man City, and I'm sure we're gonna talk about them. But Liverpool's a good team, man. 4-1. They just did the homework, honestly, against Benfica. I don't know. Benfica, I don't know how Benfica is doing in the Portuguese league, but it's nothing more than homework for them.
Looks like they might be the easiest team in the Champions League for this round, at least. And it's been predicted. And Benfica is in 3rd place in the Portuguese league behind Porto and Sporting CP. So
So it's
they're
like
ahead of
that.
them.
I had two teammates when when from my time I played in Turkey actually, and these Portuguese people, they're so funny, man, and just hearing them fighting about their clubs because one supported Porto and the other one Benfica, and they were almost going to into fights, and yeah, it's funny. Yeah, that's just funny.
How much different is the Portuguese language between Brazil and Portugal?
Well, Brazilian Portuguese and Portuguese, it's just they sound more formal for us. It's actually even funny to hear them speaking. Well, I bet they say the same about us, but yeah.
now, so when you go to Portugal, do you have to brushing up your Portuguese a bit?
It's not even brush. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, you're
A
right.
little bit.
Um, I just yeah, it's just funny they them talking. It's just like Spanish from Spain and Spanish from Latin America, or English from the UK and England in English for from the America. I don't know.
Yeah, it's more proper
I would
languages in
say so.
Europe.
I would
We
say
have a
so.
little bit of slang. Liverpool, Andre, like I said, they could win the Premier League. They could win the Champions League. Do you think they'll win both or one or the other?
Right. So, you're always a good competitor in both cases. I think, Champions League and well, the Premier League is the most competitive, I would say, league around Europe. And Liverpool is always there, it's always winning, and it's always up there. Now, Champions League, mate, I don't know. One of I think Man City has a big chance to win Champions League. I think this year is Pep Guardiola's year for Man City, so I'll bet on Man City against Liverpool if we putting them to clash. But I don't know. Liverpool is
Interesting.
always strong.
Oh, Liverpool is strong. Which, by the way, they're not just competing in the Champions League and the Premier League. They're competing in the FA Cup.
Oh, the FA Cup too.
Semi,
Oh, when is that?
I believe, in 2 weeks.
Ooh,
So they're competing in the semi final game
Okay.
So playing twice, playing twice, possibly a third time because I think they do meet in the Emmys for the Champions League. So
Be
no,
up for
they
that.
don't.
Yeah.
They can only meet in the finale. So which could happen. Could happen.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Now seeing what Bayern Munich can beat Villareal and Villareal, so that
Exactly.
can very well happen. All right, the other game, Man City beat Atletico Madrid 1-0. Kevin De
Right.
Bruyne was the hero for Man City, overcame Atletico Madrid's defense, which I show you that picture in the chat. They had like
Yeah,
11 men in the back, was not enough. Man City scored.
you're right. And just by watching the play, it was a bit of luck, I would say. From who gave the assist was a it wasn't Gundogan, was it?
Let me get
It was
to
Phil
you.
Foden. Phil Foden. He was
Gucci
just
Foden.
in, and yeah, he was just in. He subbed. I don't remember who. He was just in. He must have been one of the 10 first touches
Yeah,
he had.
he came in for Mares.
Morris, right? And Morris, I don't know. Morris is not playing his best in Man City, but Pep Guardiola has this magic to put everyone to play, and everyone ends up playing well. From the center backs to even to the goalkeeper Ederson, just easily can put him as a striker. But no, yeah, strong, strong. It was a difficult match. I watched a bit, and we all know Atletico Madrid with Simeone is just so hard to play against. Simeone has this type of game, such a strong defense, and Man City has a strong attack. So this time, attack won. So
Now,
it was
some
a
people
good
were
game.
saying that Simeone was lazy, just putting like parking the bus and whatnot. What do you think about Simeone?
That's his style, man. That's his style. He bats in one play to win the game. If it's 1-0 for him in the beginning of the match, that's what he wants. That's what he wants. That's what he likes. Then he can sit down and just conserve it. And I just in my lifetime, I hated to play that game. And I think like all I will always face coaches that want to play that style of game, and it was just so unfortunate for me. I've never liked it. I'm more like a player for Pep Guardiola, if I would say. Uh,
Full possession,
I played center mid most of my life.
like Conte.
Like I don't run that much, man.
Who are you like? Who would you compare yourself with?
Man, I'm not. It's just difficult when you try to compare yourself. I like to play the 8, and the 10.
Dunga.
Uh, well, Dougal was more like a 6, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
I hated the bulldog player that just smashes everyone that tries to go against your team. But sometimes you have to do that.
Which in our chat group, which is private for everyone, you picked
Yeah.
Socrates as your favorite number 8. Why you say that?
Man, Dr. Socrates was such a player, such a player. Back home, we have a lot of influence from these old Brazilian generations. So Socrates is just like Zico for us. He was such a strong player. It was just beautiful to watch them all playing together. And yeah, man, such an inspiration.
Yeah,
That
he played back in the '80s
yeah,
with that Brazil team, which they were very talented compared to the
but
'90s, but the '90s won it compared to the
yeah,
'80s. So
but the 90s was such a strong team as well, man. So talented.
Romario, Bebeto, Dunga, a young Ronaldo OG. You
Oh
know,
man, we could spend the whole podcast talking about Brazilian
oh, I could
past.
do that. I love like that '98 Brazil team. The 2002 was better,
Yeah,
but I think like the best duo was Rivaldo and Ronaldo.
yeah.
One of the
Rivaldo
best
and Ronaldo,
duos.
the best duo over there on top, and none of them were the very, number 9, strong and massive. No. None of them could had the ball very well. They just very. talented.
Yeah. So first legs are done. Let's do predictions, Andre. What's going to happen next week? Champions League quarterfinals, second leg, which they keep going. Like they have no day off. Let's go for the first match, April 12th, Villareal at Bayern Munich. What's going to happen there?
I think Bayern Munich will definitely go after Villarreal at home, stronger. Lewandowski will have you know, and for on his ears, he'll be scratching himself to score at least a hat trick to, just to keep him up over there. I think Bayern Munich, I would say, let's go 3-0, 3-0 Bayern Munich at
3
home.
0, which would be aggregate 3-1.
Yeah,
Chelsea and Madrid. That's tough to play at the Bernabeu, Santiago de Bernabeu. What's going to happen in Madrid?
massive Madrid victory. Let's put 2-0, and it's strong, very comfortable, 2-0.
And goals by Benzema.
I don't know, Vinny Jr. maybe.
Vinny,
Vinicius
okay.
Jr.
What's the
One
deal with
Vinicius
Vinny?
Jr.
What now? Like, how does Brazil view Vinny? Is he like the next Pele? Like, how do they see him over there?
Well, we have different kind of views on Vinny Jr. First of all, he came from Flamengo, and I'm a Vasco fan. So, well, I was. I'm still it. I'm still, but Vasco is such in a bad situation now. Anyways, Vinny Jr. is a great player, man. He's so fast. He can develop the play, and he can get to face the goalkeeper just by himself with the ball and the goalkeeper. But then he just tried to shoot and the ball goes to the corner by the corner flag. Like, it doesn't work like that, man.
Interesting. Yeah, Vinny's a midfielder. Now would he kind of replace Neymar down the road, type of thing, or?
Well, if he grows, he's inexperienced, and yeah, I think so. He can be a good sub in the future for Neymar.
We'll
I
see.
don't. Yeah, we'll see. I don't see he, transpassing Neymar
Not yet.
everything Neymar did. No, not yet.
Yeah, I think like Neymar will be 31 this year for the World Cup. He could play another one, but with Brazil's talent pool, it's gonna be
Well,
tough for him.
I don't think so, mate.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't see Neymar playing another. I don't see Neymar playing as much as Messi and Cristiano. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's just way two different players. But we'll get to Brazil after this. Man City at Atletico Madrid. Will Atletico even it up, win it? What's gonna happen there?
Well, I think Atletico Madrid and Man City. It's gonna be 2-1 Man City, and the aggregate will be 3-1 then.
3-1. Awesome. Benfica goes to Anfield. Liverpool sitting pretty with 3-1. I don't see why they can't beat them there at Anfield.
Um, Liverpool is such a strong team whenever they're in advantage. I'll secure Liverpool victory with another 2-0, 1-2-0 now. So
2-0.
aggregate 5-1.
5-1, I believe. Yeah, 5-1. And Fabinho, what are your thoughts? Very important player for Brazil.
Yes, very important. And in my opinion, will be the best candidate to be the sub for Casemiro. Casemiro is a strong player as well, but Fabinho has more ability. Fabinho can, you know, adapt himself better towards different games. I think Casemiro is a strong player, but yeah, I think
Yeah,
Fabinho is a
yeah.
better choice.
Yeah, I mean Casemiro does a lot for Real Madrid. So there you have it. The Champions League recap and predictions. Let's go into the World Cup. Andre, Brazil got into a easy group, if you ask me. We got Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. What are your thoughts, and what have you heard from Brazil?
Well, confidence. We have a lot of confidence in this next World Cup. Most because we don't see many other national teams doing very well. So we always strong. Also because of Latin America league, we always strong in that as well. We always secure to go to the World Cup. So Brazil definitely good first place for the qualifiers, and then let's see what happens after that. But these two other, I think we faced Serbia as well last World Cup, wasn't it?
Oh
And
yeah, you're
Switzerland.
right.
So
Which
yeah,
Switzerland beat France in the Euro, so I'm not sure if that means anything.
I'm not too worried, man.
Because last time in 18, Brazil had a good World Cup qualification. I think they
Right.
like swept it pretty fast,
We always
but
do.
they didn't. But they lost against Belgium, and that was like, they could have done it,
Yeah,
um, but maybe this time might be different. Do you think this talent pool is the best Brazil team you've seen in a while, or you're hesitant about them?
maybe not well. Yeah, maybe since the 2006. I like the 2010 as well, but we were very cocky in
Yeah,
2010, I would say. So yeah, I think from these past World Cups, I think this is a strong team, man. I think Titi already said it's his last World Cup. After that, he's done with the Brazilian national team. So let's see how that goes. I'm
yeah.
I'm very intrigued to watch it.
Yeah. Brazil beat Serbia 2-0 in 2018. So yes, it's a rematch, which is not saying much. It's not like you have a rivalry. They haven't beat you guys, so nothing to worry about there. All right, let's go to the other groups. Who will be the top two? Group A: Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, or Netherlands.
Netherlands finishing at first. I don't know about Ecuador, man. Can you repeat the group for me? Netherlands,
Qatar,
Ecuador, Qatar.
Ecuador, uh, Senegal, which has Mane from Liverpool, and they
Ah,
which they
I
beat
see.
Egypt
It will be between Senegal and Ecuador for the top for the second place. Netherlands
for sure.
first place for sure.
You would think.
Ecuador.
Group, Group B: England, Iran, USA, and the 14 could be one of these three: Scotland, Wales, or Ukraine.
All right. So we have USA, Scotland.
Iran, England, Wales, or Ukraine.
That's too many. I think England. Um. All right. Let's go for USA second place
Yeah,
and
I say
first
yeah.
England.
England. Yeah, I think those are the safest. Iran, they won the Asia qualification, so keep that in mind. And of course, Wales with Gareth Bale are probably the favorites to qualify to the World Cup. We'll see, but still, Group C,
Best
your
playing ball.
rival Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Lewandowski
All right. I'll give you Mexico first place. No. Sorry. Argentina first place. And it'll be between Mexico and Poland second place. And maybe Lewandowski can do a good job, having him. I don't know, mate. Mexico is always strong for the World Cup. I don't see them. Uh, it'll be interesting to watch too.
Yeah, they're not the best Mexico team. They might be maybe towards the worst, but they always, get out of the group. So it's
He
not.
always did up. Yeah.
Yeah, so they might have that spirit again. You know
I'll do Poland.
what was that?
I'll do the European team, the European national team, which is Poland. You said right?
Yes, Poland, Lewandowski,
Yeah.
which all they
I'll
have
do
is him and the goalkeeper that I know.
It will be the
Uh,
goalkeeper just shooting the ball to Lewandowski, and he's
yeah,
doing the match.
exactly. The other pass. Group D: France, Tunisia, Denmark, Australia, UAE, or Peru.
Oh, this group is definitely one that I'm not watching at all. Just kidding. Um, all right. So, Denmark. Denmark is
Peter Schmeichel.
Peter Schmeichel, second place. And first place, oh, the Ukraine, right? If
No,
they
no.
go.
The other team is France, Tunisia, Australia, UAE, or Peru.
So France. France is first.
France. Viva la République. Group E,
Liverpool.
Spain, Germany. Wow.
Wow.
Japan, Costa Rica, or New Zealand.
Germany at first, Spain at second.
Easy. That's easy.
100%.
Don't think twice about it.
Mm-mm.
Group F, uh, Belgium, Canada, Morocco, or Croatia.
I'm gonna go with Belgium. I'm gonna go with Croatia first and Belgium second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Group G, Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, or Cameroon.
Let's go Brazil first and Serbia second.
Wow. I say Switzerland, number 2.
Right, let's see how it goes.
They got that one player that used to play for Liverpool, and now he's in Chicago, but he might have lost a step. All right. Group H, Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, or Korea.
Portugal first,
Ronaldo.
Uruguay second.
Uruguay second.
Yeah.
So that
It's gonna be what, the 4th World Cup for Ronaldo?
Yeah, 4th.
Oof.
Yep. It'd be fantastic.
That's crazy.
And if Uruguay comes second, they will face Brazil in the round of 16.
That's easy peasy about it. They're not the same. They're not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're older. Cavani and Suarez. I mean,
They're past.
how to carry the team.
X-ray.
Well, there you have it. World Cup 2022 will begin on November 21st. And then the Champions League continues next week, back to back. There's no rest. And then 2 weeks, I think a week later, or 2 weeks later, is the semi game. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, Andre, what is the best way to reach you online? Do you have a Twitter? What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is andre.alive, and you can say me and find me there on Instagram.
There you have it. And you can reach us at the sportscast.net, or the Sportscast 1. Tomorrow night, we got the Jersey Boys Sports Talk talking about the NFL free agency. And then Friday, I will probably have Jeff and talk about what's going on in the NFL and other sports. Actually, Jordan, because the NBA is going to close up. The Lakers are out, Andre. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Lakers are out. Honestly, mate, I haven't been watching football that much. Imagine basketball, mate.
There you have it. Well, Andre, I appreciate you coming on to the Sportscast.
I appreciate it, mate. It's always a pleasure for me.
And this was your update.